Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Tips and Tricks for Allplan. So here's some tools that you should be using. First off, let's start with choosing your drawing files. You can also use the space bar to actually activate more at a time. I think this is a really good option to activate. Look how many files I can activate with one click. So this would be tip number one. This is the next step. You can switch drawing files really fast here in the object palette. So if I want to draw on 21, I can do here. If I want to draw on 22, I can do that really fast. As you see, it's already drawing on 22. Now I want to draw something on 21. I can click here, and then this is drawn on file 21. Then jumping to a file. So for example, some people remember their drawing files. For example, you're searching for number 24. Open this, Control G, and then write the number, and then boom, you're teleported there. And it is nice because this one also works in the layout editor. So if you have like one file that's hidden, so for example this 300 would be hidden, and you know the number, you can just come here, hit Control G, write 300, boom, you're inside that file. What many people don't know, that if you do a Control right click, you can also start these filters here. For example, you want to filter some kind of element like text or dimension line. You can also do it from here. You can also use this one, and many people ignore this last used filter, most recent filters. You click here, last one, and you can select it. I think that many people should use rotated plan view. Of course, many people use the system angle and then click here on the wall, and then you can of course draw in this direction and that direction. But I don't like this one. Basically, I would not recommend, unless you're some kind of masochist or something. If you want to work on this plan, you should be using a rotated plan view like this. And then everything is straight, and if you use point modification and everything, you work orthogonally on this thing here. What's really nice is you can save this. So this one would be building number 2. And then I can always, so if I reset this to 0, I can work on my building 1, but then I can load building number 2, I can work on building number 2, or I can work on building number 3. This can also be used if you have like some specific perspective that you like. You say, oh, this is my perfect angle. You can also do that for your view or your animation like this. And then, for example, you move this like this, and then you can load the animation. This is really good for rendering when you want the same position, because maybe you did some Photoshop on it or something. Then you can instantly have the exact same zoom and view that you have. You can also look at sections in 3D. Okay, so let's say I'm going to generate a section. I'm going to use the basic ones. And we're going to say that it's as big as the box. Like this. And then you have this one here. Then what you can do is actually you can turn this here on, and you can see the thing that you cut through in 3D. So I think that's nice. Like for example, I'm gonna put here a wall. I know it's not the best one, and this is your view in 3D. So that's really nice. Okay, now we can also do an isometric view. Isometric views can be drawn like this. You say you want to generate a section. You need to go to Advanced, go on Free, and then after you did the box, he will ask you from which way do you want to see. But you're gonna give him this angle, because I like this angle, and I click here, and now he made me this box, and it looks like this. If you did the clipping line, and somehow the section is missing from your mouse, you can always go on the clipping line plane, hit right click, and then go Generate Section. And you can generate it again. And I think this is nice. You can just click it, and for example, you say, hey, I just don't want to see the hidden lines. Here, hidden edges off. And then you have like a nice view, like 3D view of the house. I think that this could be nice. Okay, and my last tip is, so if you have Allplan 22 and 23, if you hit Control F2, the file structure will open. And the file structure is really important and really nice. Why? Because you can always exchange drawing files. Yeah? These are the drawing files. For example, maybe you need to exchange them, or maybe you need to create a copy of it, so you have like a safety net in case something happens. For example, some people are stuck in the layout because, I don't know, some kind of defective drawing. You can take this file, and if you delete this, Allplan will forget where you were. You want Allplan to forget where you were if you're stuck inside in the layout. The welcome screen can also save you from time to time, because here you always have the option of going into the design mode. That means on the drawing side of stuff. But you can also start directly in the layout mode. So that is really good in case you have problems here. You want to go and enter layout mode. And then, of course, you can create an element from a drawing file that is good, and then enter it from that side. So these are my tips for you guys, and I want you guys to have a great day.